Leanne, maybe if I could just focus on one area for the moment, because if you're thinking about it in terms of business, and that is, what does it take, what is it that you would advise uh, people in a business setting, so in the work environment? What are some of the things that you would be offering in your training in terms of the sensitization principle? So what is it? What are the core things that we need to be aware of in order to be sensitive to somebody who's transitioning in the workplace, a colleague of mine or a customer, for instance?
So the key here is to do respect. And I think respect is such a wonderful word that we need to have. And once we can respect people and understand diversity, um, we're off to a better place. And so respect comes with acceptance, or just being able to acknowledge that the person is who they is, and not to have a hard head to say, I always knew you as a different person and that's what I'm going to have opinion, but to understand that this person has changed and adapted, kind of thing. um, you know, if somebody comes along and changes their name and their pronouns, it's just to go with it. And people sort of say, well, I always knew you as someone else. uh, if you take a very old concept where ladies would get married and their surname changes to their husband's name if that's what they choose, and you go to the workplace and say, my surname is now this because I'm married, everyone just adapts and changes it to Mrs. And they've got no mental block to that. So if a trans person is changing their name or their pronouns, it's the same kind of logic that you apply from a brain point of view, is just to adapt. Um, so that's a big thing, is just learning to accept and appreciate that this is the person that you're dealing with and to respect who they are. Um, that will go a long way in helping them in their transition. Um, it's also there not to judge people, and your opinions are still valid, but we need to understand that there's diversity in opinions, and nothing's absolute.